Dude, that's a big out right there.
It was. Couldn't even get it in play to try to
I
get
mean,
that
this is
run
where
in.
like, everybody talks about like, oh, just hit the ball hard and far. You don't always necessarily need to do that. Like I'd take Luis Ariz in that situation who can just find a hole. Like that works there.
It does, but you're taking a greater risk from a probability standpoint because there's more infielders on the infield
Sure.
with a less of a reaction time. Obviously, with them moved in, there's less of a reaction time.
I mean, there's that, but I mean that works too if that stays fair. Nope. But like,
foul ball.
Look, all you have to do though is like by a contact hitter. Like what I'm meaning is not necessarily just a ground ball through the infield. I'm meaning with the ability to handle the bat, and even because Ariz has the ability to flip it over the infield.
Yeah,
I mean that's what you need in that scenario is somebody who has good bat control, good contact ability, who can basically spray the ball at different angles. I mean, a ball in the air there is going to score somebody too. I mean that's where to me when you got a guy in third,
hit it in the air, try to hit it over the infielders, and you may get a hit out of it. You may hit a double out of it. At the very least, you got a decent chance. I mean, as long as you don't hit it like Sally, of getting a sac fly out of it, like worst case scenario. So just try to hit it hard into the outfield somewhere, which, again, like we mentioned earlier, that's to me, that's pretty much always the goal. Like no matter the situation. And I feel like if you start there, you give yourself a really, really good chance in pretty much any scenario of coming through in whatever situation that you're trying to come through in.
Absolutely. I mean, because for me, my whole focus from the hitting side is how do we score runs?
Mm-hmm.
It's great to try to go for two runs right there, but you know what? One is what's that old saying? Like one in the hand is better than two in the bush. Like I mean, I'd rather have a run there than gamble on two, just in the sense of like I'm not going to be opposed if you hit it over the fence, by any means. But once you got two strikes on you, like let's go for where the higher probability is. With the infield still in.
I think that's where the distinction is.
Mm-hmm.
The count. Before two strikes, try to freaking crush it. And you get a pitch that you feel like you can hammer it. If you miss it, it's still probably going to be a sac fly, right? When you get the two strikes, like still try to hit it hard into the outfield, but like make your focus like I just got to find a way to hit this, put the barrel just a little bit below the middle of the ball, and try to do that as hard as I can with the constraint of trying to make sure that I'm able to do that first and foremost.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And who knows, you still may hit a home run, like with that kind of approach, like you still may hit a double.
Absolutely.
In the gap, but at the very least, like you are trying to get it into the outfield and like maybe you have a chance to at least drive that run in, even if you're not driving yourself.
I mean, because that right there would have gotten the run in on the last step at.
Absolutely. And now no runs in that inning.
And we'll see how many runs, ultimately matter in this game.